My name is Vix Reitano. I am the founder and CEO of Agency 6B. We are an advertising agency based out of Hoboken, New Jersey. I think as we've continued to grow, I've been able to evolve the goal and evolve the brand in a way that is more inclusive. That was always my intention. And now I kind of see this Agency 6B as a haven for creatives who have nowhere else to go. No matter who you're working with, you're still trying to talk to humans. Marketing that matters because people care. And if you can actually show that in the content, you always win. So we are a end-to-end full service solution. Not only do we do strategy, execution, email marketing, PPC, SEM, web design, social media, all of those things, we also look at the data and we look at the analytics and we think about who the demographic is and how they actually live and how they actually interact. We build content personas based on humanity. How can I provide my clients with a tool that I love, that will make execution easier for me, and that will also make their conversions better? Before I was using Keap, I had used a few different tools for clients and for myself, right? I had used Entreport, I had used MailChimp, I had used Instapage. And what I found about every tool that I had tried prior to Keap was that, okay, maybe they did it, but they didn't do it in a way that was intuitive. They didn't do it in a universal way. So what I like about Keap is that there's so much data, there's so many different options. And I find that what makes Keap Grow a much more viable option for some of my small and mid-sized businesses is that business text message number and the funnels and the ability to really look at your business from a bird's eye view and figure out where the holes are, how you can scale, and then have a plan of action. Because if you don't have data, if you don't have stats, you can never make a true plan. And that's what I loved about the Keap tool, was that everything was in one place, in a dashboard, in a way that even the most inexperienced user could easily understand. So my process for follow-ups before I had a CRM system, follow-ups were getting lost, that my Gmail lists weren't syncing, and it was just so time consuming, right? Every time I went to do this, I had to go back 2, 3, 4 years. So once I put this into place, I was able to create replicable systems that I could really scale with. And it cut my time down dramatically. I went from spending 10 to 15 to 20 hours a week on this process to spending 5 to 8 hours a week. With Keap, the problem that I was able to solve was follow-up. If you have a follow-up fault in your funnel, you lose any and every opportunity. And we're all human, right? Like, we can't be expected to constantly follow up with people. Automation allows you to have a full life cycle that is literally always on, always checking up, always making sure that nothing falls through the cracks. I like to say that automation makes you the person that you aspire to be. From March 2020 to June 2020, I grew my business 233%. There's no more follow-up holes. It just works. My favorite feature is the text messaging, because it literally allows you to go on Do Not Disturb. And I service clients worldwide, so it's nice to be able to be offline when I am not awake. And the big thing for me with Keap was payments. Like, being able to take payments. Obviously, I take payments in a variety of ways because I have different lines of business. But for so many of my small business clients, getting them off Venmo and onto Keap was like a huge deal. The ability at which it works to rapidly expand my business, because I move fast and I need a tool that's going to move just as fast. One of my clients, we were able to increase their new leads by 400 new leads in 4 weeks. Another client, we were able to increase sales 188% in 4 weeks. We've also had clients who have increased their open rates by 15 to 20% when switching from platforms other than Keap and moving on to Keap. I absolutely love what I do, even on the bad days. I always say, I love what I do, even when it doesn't love me back. But why I love what I do is because I have the ability to make you think that you can be anything you want to be, just the way that I have always felt as a person. Then I did a good job. I love that I can move the world forward with copy, with content, and with stories. And if you want to be serious about your business, you need a serious tool to do it. And that's what Keap is. Keap is a serious tool that keeps track of your money, keeps track of your leads, and creates follow-ups for success. Keap's kind of like my business wing woman. They always have my back, and they make sure that I look shiny and bright to any potential prospect. That's true.